Hey, thanks for watching my videos once again. And today is the fourth day of my 30-day photo challenge. And today's challenge theme is... what was it? Oh yeah, favorite color. It's hot. So today is one of those days that pretty much everything went wrong. And one of the things that happened, I was about to start shooting, and I went to my T2i and shows me this familiar message. I couldn't find my spare batteries or my battery charger either. And it turned out that I left my battery charger at my friend's house and I can't pick them up until, a few days later. So instead of this camera, I have to borrow my roommate's camera, which is one of those Sony mirrorless cameras, Alpha 6000. So mirrorless cameras, including this one, are becoming very popular these days. But they're not my favorite cameras to use, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I don't even know how to use this camera very well, so today is not only going to be a photo challenge, but it's going to be a camera challenge as well. So let's do this. So one of the characteristics of these mirrorless cameras is, as the name explains, it has no mirrors. These have viewfinders that look just like DSLR's viewfinders, but these are electrical viewfinders, which means there's a little tiny monitor just like the screen that you can see through and see exactly what you're about to take a picture of. So what's great about these electronic viewfinders is that you see exactly the picture that it's gonna turn out. Like, you don't have to worry about exposure or color or anything like that, because whatever you see, that's the way the picture is going to turn out. In DSLRs, you see through the mirror, but it's not the actual picture you're gonna get. So, in a sense, these are easy to use. It could be faster if you know what you're doing, but I have one problem here. So I'm trying to use this flash, right? This what I trigger from this remote, wireless remote. Flash only flashes when you trigger it. The view you see in this monitor is all dark. Once you take a picture, it's great. It looks great, but until you take a picture, it's all dark. If you set the right exposure for the flash, and what you see in the monitor is too dark. So I can hardly focus, and so that's the problem I'm having with mirrorless cameras. I'm sure there's a way to work around that. So this is the only workaround I can think of using those mirrorless cameras. So I just have this continuous lights used for videos mostly. I was able to dim it enough so that it wouldn't affect the image, but I could also see through this live view, basically, electronic viewfinder. So I want to talk about these mirrorless cameras a little more. It's a new fad and everyone's going crazy about these cameras, getting very popular. My personal opinion, these are not ready to be used as industry level tools. New technology is great. I'm sure these give you great quality and efficiency and so forth. But let's start from the body. The body is definitely not for professional use. I mean, it's too small. It definitely does not fit in my hand. It feels like the camera's getting lost in my hand. Small bodies are great. It's more, you can carry them around easier, but it's just not to use it for hours, and it's gonna start hurting my hand, as opposed to these DSLRs that just fits in your hand very well. Unless you have tiny hands, which I don't. These buttons are really touchy. If you bump into even a little bit, you're gonna accidentally change some values, which is not what you want. I don't think these converters give you a lot of trouble. You have to get them working right with these EF to NX converters. You have to get really expensive adapters. So the way I have it set up here is, this is subject. It looks really messy, but yeah, that's my favorite color, you know. Got my tie, got my shirt with purple stripes, got my, what's it called, handkerchief. This shirt that I actually got from India. And so this is like a chair, a white chair. And have my main light here, which is also triggered wirelessly. And got my second light, which is actually lighting the background instead of a subject. I wanted to get a view kind of like that. If I didn't have that backlight, the background is gonna look kind of gray like that, which is kind of ugly. So I want it all white. So I set up the other light to light the background, and then a main light to light the subject. Now that is how to take a picture of your favorite color. Make sure to check out yesterday's episode and tomorrow's episode when it comes out. And also don't forget to check out my blog, full resolution pictures. And see you tomorrow. Oh, we can't forget. Tomorrow's challenge is black and white.